Hello, my name is Haley.
Hi, my name is Lucy.
Hello, my name is Judah.
And I'm calling as a member of the Jewish Center for Justice.
I'm urging the Assembly member to vote for SB 669
Because it ensures that everyone in all parts of California
Have access to a local hospital.
especially when going through labor.
I did important research on a lot of legislation, and I wrote call scripts to make calls to elected officials. The most interesting part of my fellowship, I would say, was probably the extensive research I did into a large array of issues. I learned a lot about the recent updates to legislation in many areas, including voting rights, gun violence prevention, and mental health. I was able to use this research to update the JCJ website so that all of our followers can have a better way to get involved. I did a lot of research into the way bills move through the legislation, and I learned a lot about this California legislative system, which allowed me to be able to tell if a bill was going to pass with literally just 3 months of motions on the bill.
For my fellowship, I had several responsibilities, including doing research on important pieces of legislation, writing call scripts, and making calls to elected officials. The most interesting part of my fellowship was the research into various bills, such as SB 472, a bill about Holocaust education. I didn't realize just how much information could be contained in a single bill, so I thought I would need to understand as many bills as possible.
I worked as a legislative fellow with the Jewish Center for Justice. For my fellowship, I had a lot of responsibilities, like doing research on bills that are meaningful to me, writing call scripts, and making calls to elected officials. The most interesting part of my fellowship was being able to find a call script I did earlier in the year, SB 669. This bill is about making sure there are hospitals in rural areas, which is really important to me after learning about the cuts being made in Medicaid.
And this summer I interned at the Jewish Center for Justice, doing a lot of work advocating for bills that matter to me and align with my Jewish values. The most interesting part of my summer was probably getting to learn about the impact that I can make as a 14-year-old. Like, I didn't realize that I could pick up the phone and call a California Assembly member and urge them to pass a bill that mattered to me.
The most interesting part of my fellowship was for one of my assignments. I was updating the Israel page for the website, and I thought it would be really helpful if they had a timeline for post-October 7th for the war in Israel. So I made one. And while I think my timeline will be really helpful to others, I think it was also really important to me because it taught me so many things that I didn't even know about the war, and now I feel really well educated about it.
I did a lot of work for JCJ this summer, but my main focus was recording and editing videos for social media. One of my favorite videos we made this summer was our video about SB 669, a bill creating more accessible healthcare in rural areas. The other fellows and I worked together to create a skit showing what the bill addresses, and we also recorded footage of one of us phone banking for this bill. We also put our call scripts in the caption of the video so that others could start phone banking as well. Through this process, I learned how to create and edit videos that can be comprehended easily and are accessible to a variety of people. Since many kids our age spend a lot of time on social media, we want to start spreading awareness and building a platform on Instagram and TikTok so that more people can learn about these issues and how they can help. This summer was such a great experience, and I can't wait to make more videos with JCJ.
After the fellowship this summer, I feel better equipped to go out into the world and have educated conversations with people about current events.
I was able to improve my researching skills and learn how to properly communicate my research in our action alerts and call scripts.
And I think overall this summer, it was just an incredible experience to learn more about our state and our country and be able to use my voice to achieve things that I really had never imagined I could do.
It was really meaningful getting to learn about California's issues right now and how I can help work to solve them. And I'm really excited to continue my journey at the Jewish Center for Justice.